When you buy a piano secondhand, you want to get a piano tuner to check it really because of a few reasons. And I'll show you those reasons in this video. The first reason, and the most important one, is the piano tuning block. The tuning pin block could be damaged, it could be frayed, it could be humidity, it can swell and it can contract, and the wood around the block, around the pins, can get loose, and the pin will go loose and won't tighten. And to get that repaired, you need to strip the whole piano down, and then you need to rebuild the block underneath, drill all the holes at the right angle, and it's very expensive. So it's not recommended to buy a piano with that damage unless it's a very expensive piano and you get a good deal buying that piano. So that's the first thing that's really important, a piano tuner check. So the first thing is the tuning pin, the block for the tuning pins. Then the next thing that's linked to that is the bridge, where the strings touch at the bottom. If that is broken, that's also structural, and it requires a skilled craftsman to reshape, recap the bridge. And so those are two parts of the stringing that need to be checked by the tuner. The next thing, and also the down bearing, make sure that nothing's cracked on the bridge. The next thing is the action, just to look at the action in general, look and see if there's any humidity damage, moth damage, any contraction in the wood parts in the action as well, any change of angle in the hammers, that kind of thing. That's the second thing they're going to look at, whether the action's worn out, and needs any new parts, new springs, new felts, new leathers. So that's important that the tuner checks that. Someone who can repair pianos checks it, have a look and see what the condition is of the parts themselves. Then the third thing they're going to look at is just regulation. See if the piano is regulating, whether it's set up correctly, whether the hammers are traveling correctly, whether the action is responding as it should when you play. And that has to do with parts, but it also has to do with setup and regulation. So they're going to look at three parts really. And they're also going to look at the soundboard, but that's not the main thing, I don't think, although it is important. It's not overly cracked. But the most important thing is going to be the tuning block and the action condition and regulation. All of those things, if you buy a piano secondhand and you talk to a restorer, they can usually repair them, but you have to add the price of those repairs on top of the piano costs. And also the timeline is going to increase when you get the piano in good condition. So if you buy from a store, you might want to check with the store whether they do work on the pianos as well, so you can see what's been done to the piano. Most stores will recondition pianos or restore them when needed, but you want to check, see what's done to the piano. Take a tuner with you to a store, take a tuner with you to a house, and be sure that you know what you're buying. Thanks for watching.